Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 4-6. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, this Durham's online community paper, which you can check out in its entirety at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to go ahead, click on that button on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page if you'd like to join me on camera. Shoot the breeze, say hello, promote your book, your special event, your business. All that would be great. It would also be great if you share this out so that more people here in Durham can find out what's happening. So let me put on my specs. All righty, and move my keyboard out of the way. And I'm heading over to the Word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page full of really great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits and also local government, city, county, and state. So go up and down the page, see what pertains to you. Go ahead and sign up. You might even find a place or two to do some volunteer work. Hey, William's here. Hey, William. Good afternoon, Durham from North Carolina Central University. Actually, I have a local school on my shirt, North Carolina School of Science and Math, another great school. And of course, you got to say it. It's a beautiful day in the Bull City. Thank you, William. Very happy to see you here. And in fact, he liked to say that so much, he said it twice. There you go. It's another beautiful day in the Bull City. Or as Ernie Banks, the ball player, the Chicago Cubs ball player, used to say, let's play two. There you go. So welcome, William. Let's see what's going on here on the Word page. I have lots and lots of listings, so there's no way I could ever read them all. But I do have classes that are being offered by the American Red Cross where you can learn how to save lives. They have all of these different first aid classes, CPR. You can learn how to use one of those, I think it's called a defibrillator, to help with heart attacks. I've heard of people like in the airport just grabbing one off the wall and saving lives, people having heart attacks and whatnot. And William is saying, I pray for this city and this country. I do too. Indeed. And he prays for Durham City and Durham County as well. Thank you, William. We need it. I appreciate it. I think everybody appreciates a good prayer for sure. Okay, so let's see. So just check out the listings on under the American Red Cross. They have all these different classes. Now, some are in person, some are online, some are a combination of the two. Some are online only, like babysitting basics, first aid for opioid overdoses, cat and dog first aid, believe it or not. So they have all these different really great classes. So check them out. Go to durhamskywriter.com and then go to the Word page, and it's listed under American Red Cross. Okay, let's see. No city vacancies in terms of committees and commissions this week. Okay, although there are some listed for next week. So if you want to get a head start in joining one of the city committees or commissions or boards, then check out the Word page, the Durham Skywriter. Because there will be 6 openings next week. Okay, let's see. Oh, the Durham County Libraries, they're all open until 8 tonight, and then they reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens tomorrow at 10. Okay, let's check. Let me mention this real quick because people are still in need. There are food giveaways that I really love to mention, but I also want to mention the Durham Community Fridges. These are 24/7 access refrigerators that are out on properties where you can go. That's why I said 24/7 access. So you can donate food if you're like me and every now and then you get food from like one of the food pantries, and then you look and you realize, oh, I can't eat that, due to my health restrictions or whatever. Donate it. Don't throw it away. Donate it to one of the community fridges. Also, maybe you can catch a sale, 2 for 1, 3 for 1, buy one, get one free, whatever. And then, yeah, donate the other one to one of the community fridges. So people who are in need, including people who are homeless, they have access also to these refrigerators and they're able to go 24/7. They're all thoughtfully placed on bus routes. And let me tell you where they are. There's St. Joseph Episcopal Church, 1902 West Main Street on the Iredell Street side, and that's served by Gold Durham bus number 11. The Scrap Exchange has a community fridge at 2050 Chapel Hill Road in the Lakewood Shopping Center, and they're served by bus number 10. And then there's the Bragtown Baptist Church, 3218 North Roxborough Street, and they're served by Gold Durham bus number 4. So I definitely encourage you to do that. Oh, William is saying, oh, wait a minute. So William is saying, so I think this goes with this statement here. I pray for Durham City and Durham County when I'm out of town for 5 days in a different town in North Carolina. Okay. I've been to a few different towns since moving from Chicago. I've been to, of course, I've been to Raleigh, Carborough, Chapel Hill, Hillsborough, Pittsburgh, and I went to a jazz festival off of Highway 40. Oh, I've been to Winston-Salem and Charlotte. And wherever that jazz festival was, that was nice too. That was a nice town. Can't remember the name of the town though, but it was nice. All righty, let me continue here. Let's see. Let's check with Durham Tech because they always have these wonderful classes. They're not necessarily under Durham Tech. I have been listed under Durham Tech because sometimes the Durham Technical Community College's Small Business Center offers classes in person, and they're downtown on Main Street. But lately, they haven't been offering classes in person for whatever reason. Maybe I'll call one day and find out. But I just continue to list the classes that are being offered by small business centers across the state. You don't have to live in, like maybe like Vance Community College. They'll offer a class. You don't have to be living there. You can totally be here in Durham, anywhere in North Carolina, and take that class. So these classes are for budding entrepreneurs, people who want to start businesses, both nonprofit and for-profit. So let's see what's being offered today with it being the 6th. Let's see. Oh, here's one. Okay, this class is from 6 until 7:30 tonight. Social Media Marketing Series. Facebook Shop and Facebook Marketplace. I guess you're going to teach you how to use that for your business. Okay. Here's another one from 6 until 7:30. Utilizing industry trends and data to grow your business. All right, got to master those numbers. And here's one more. This one is from 6 until 8. Advanced Entrepreneur Academy, Part 1. Creating diversified marketing strategies for the long haul. That's if you plan to be in business for a while, you want to learn how to do everything right in terms of marketing. Sometimes a marketing misstep can really mess you up. So you want to definitely learn how to do it right. Okay. And while I'm here talking about business, let's check out SCORE, the Service Corps of Retired Executives. They have classes in person, they have classes online, and they also have mentors. Their office is in downtown Durham, so you might want to check them out because if you can get a mentor who had a business in your same line, your same area, that might be very, very helpful. Let's see if there's anything going on today. Nothing today, but tomorrow there's going to be a class online at 1 o'clock, so you want to sign up ASAP. Event Marketing Playbook. Turn event traffic into sales. That sounds like a really, really good idea. So you can put on events, and maybe if you don't want to put on an event, I think it's a good idea to learn how to piggyback off of events that are already existing. Sometimes you can invite yourself to partner with someone, or you can ask permission to work the room with marketing materials. So check that out. That sounds like that's going to be a really good class. Yeah, event marketing playbook, turn event traffic into sales. And that again is going to be from 1 until 2. And I do hope that they teach how to take advantage, so to speak, of other people's traffic, because not all of us put on public events. So, yeah, okay. I think that's going to be kind of interesting. Oh, wait a minute. Let me scroll back up to legal aid of North Carolina, because they have these workshops called Listen and Learns, and they're really helpful. Let's see if there's anything today. Nothing today, but tomorrow at 2:30, they're going to have the criminal record expungement Listen and Learn. That's going to be from 2:30 until 4:30, where you can learn how to legally remove previous offenses from your record. And that improves your chances of finding a job, housing, etc. Definitely check that out. And then I took the liberty, since we were on the subject, to list the City of Durham's Durham Expunction and Restoration Program, also known as DEAR. And that's where people who can't afford attorneys can get free legal help removing charges and convictions from their criminal records. So I'm listing two different programs that do pretty much the same thing. So it doesn't hurt to look into two different programs. It doesn't hurt at all. All righty, let's go to the to your health page. Let's see what's happening in the health area. Of course, I do like to mention these health studies that maybe you might want to participate in, where you're helping local researchers and scientists and universities with their programming, with their inventions, with their apps. They're trying to test things out so that we can get the most usage out of them as the public. So look into it, because if you participate in any of these health studies, very often they reward you with gift cards and that sort of thing. That shouldn't be your motivation. But I'm just saying, I'm just pointing that out. But yeah, I took part in one that NC State had. Let's see. Let me see if there's a blood drive that I can tell you about, because you literally save lives by donating blood. So nothing today, but tomorrow there's going to be an American Red Cross blood drive at Westminster Presbyterian Church, 3639 Old Chapel Hill Road, from 9 until 2 tomorrow. Let's check with the Blood Connection. They do the same thing. Let's see if they have any blood drives. Oh, their next blood drive isn't until Friday. Okay, so I'll try to remember that. Now, tomorrow, the health program is open, the Health Equipment Loan Program. They're open only 2 days a week, Tuesdays 10 to 2, and then Fridays 1 to 5. So basically, they accept donations of things that help you with self-care, self-transport, like wheelchairs, walkers, strollers with and without wheels, canes, crutches, things to help you in the bathroom, like tub transfer benches, that sort of thing, ramps. So if you have something to donate, they would love that. They'll clean it up, repair as necessary, and then they turn around and loan them out to people who need them. People who maybe they don't have the money, because you might know wheelchairs literally cost hundreds of dollars, maybe even more. So it's nice to be able to borrow one for 90 days at a time, which is what they do with the Health Equipment Loan Program. It's run by the county, so you might want to check that out. They're located at 4206 North Roxborough Street, right there on the first floor. So they're open, like I said, 2 days a week, Tuesdays 10 to 2, and then Fridays 1 until 5. Okay, let's go to the top of the page. And let's click on that health events button. Let's see if there's anything going on today in terms of special health events. Let's see. Ooh, okay. The Alzheimer's Foundation of America, they have an online Care Connection webinar series. So today, they will talk about blood tests for Alzheimer's disease and dementia. A Caregiver's Guide. Interesting. Wow. Okay, so Dr. Jeremy Koppel, he'll give an overview of the available and emerging blood tests being used in clinical trials that are now being taking place in outpatient practices. So that's interesting. It's online, of course, so it is free, and I have the link, so you can go ahead and register and attend that class. That's going to be today in about 45 minutes at 1 o'clock. Now, tomorrow, there's an online class, Mind Body Approaches to Coping with Cancer. That will be from noon until 12:45 tomorrow. It's run by Duke, and I've got your link right there. It's on Zoom. All righty, let's see. Let's go now to the Senior Scope page. And let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life. 406 Rigsby Avenue, downtown. Great place to hang out if you're 55 plus. And let me point this out before I go to the Senior Center. Hey, Dr. Tachi's here saying hello. Hello, Dr. Tachi. Hope everything's going well there in Florida. Or as some folks say down here, Florida. Florida. Hope you're doing well. Indeed. Before I go to the Senior Center, I just want to point out this listing here where it says resources. Check that out because those list all kinds of programming, resources for people who are taking care of folks with dementia, Alzheimer's, and other maladies that sometimes older people have to deal with. So check it out. It's called Resources, and it is provided by the North Carolina Registry for Brain Health. So you might want to click on that. All right, now let's go to the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rigsby Avenue, downtown. They have their own parking lot. They have their own theater. They have a little cafe. There's not necessarily food in it, but when there's food, they serve it from the cafe. They've got a billiards table. They have workout rooms with the big, the bouncy balls and the free weights and all that. They have the bicycle things, and let's see what else they have. They have a community garden and a new outdoor community garden, which is awesome. That made its debut last year. And what else do they have? All kinds of stuff. Computer lab, we got that. So let's see what's going on with today being Monday. Oh, Monday matinees at 1 o'clock. They show movies with free popcorn. So today's movie is After Earth. And that sounds like one of those astronaut movies, which is very timely for what's happening this week. So yeah, After Earth. If you can get there by 1 o'clock, 406 Rigsby, hop over there right now. You don't have to register. Just hop right on over. You might want to bring a little beverage because the free popcorn might make you thirsty. I think they have a pop machine, soda machine, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, what else is happening this afternoon? Oh, Bible study at 12:45. Advanced watercolor from 1 until 3 in the art studio. Lifeline dancers. Yes, you can do some line dancing at 3:30. Now, tomorrow morning, they're going to have Seniors on the Move line dancing at 8:35. Talk Tuesdays from 9 until noon. This is where counseling students from North Carolina Central University, they meet with you one-on-one, and then they can offer mental health resources. Some of us are struggling. Some of us may be dealing with a bit of depression or whatever. Nothing to be ashamed of. I mean, having something wrong mentally is about as the same as having something wrong physically. It happens. So don't be ashamed. The young students, you might say, oh, those young whippersnappers, they don't know anything about being old. Well, they're studying all that. So they've got book knowledge, at least, and they can help you with some resources. So check that out. It's going to be tomorrow from 9 until noon. Tomorrow, Open Art Studio from 9 until 12:30. You can have all the fun you want, painting and doing your crocheting projects, whatever. Maybe your house is too cluttered for your art and you just don't feel comfortable and you want to maybe bring your art supplies to the senior center, spread out a little bit, and enjoy yourself. Basic Spanish class, 9:30. Take off pounds sensibly at 9:30. Yoga your way at 10. Now you see the red FB? That means that class, Yoga Your Way, is live on the Durham Center for Senior Life Facebook page. So that's just in case you can't get out of the house. Keep it moving, gentle exercise tomorrow at 10. American Sign Language at 11. And yeah, they have belly dance. Belly dance for fitness at 11:30. Crocheting club at noon. And then you can play pinochle all afternoon. And at 12:10, the Golden Genie Dance Troupe class. And that's like a belly dance troupe, because they put on uh, like they perform for the special events at the senior center. You've probably seen them. All righty, let me check for the special events. Let's see. There are a lot of things happening this morning. I tell you what. Oh, Shop and Grab is back. Oh, you might want to head over there right now, even though they want you to register. Call real quick, 919-688-8247, extension 104, and then head over there. Shop and Grab is back, so they found a new vendor. So basically, they lay out groceries, and then you come and shop for free and take groceries home. This is to help you and your family. Some of us are taking care of the grandkids, so you can be assured that you can definitely help your little ones with that. So Shop and Grab is today. Usually it's in the morning, but like I said, new vendor, and this is their debut today, 12:30 until 2:30. So you might want to head over there right now after you call and register. The stroke support group, they'll be meeting at 1:00 in the volunteer room. Now tomorrow, just ask George. That's your tech questions, your tech question guru, from 9 until 11 in the computer lab. So sometimes the grandkids, nieces, nephews, or whoever, they upgrade their phones and their tablets, laptops, whatever, and then they give them to their older relatives, but they don't necessarily have the patience to teach them how to use it. So take your new tech to the senior center during Just Ask George, and you can learn how to use your new device. So it's going to be tomorrow from 9 until 11. They have a lot of different tech classes, so stay tuned for that. Let's see. Now at 1:00 tomorrow, the grief support group will be meeting. You can get caring support and learn how to process your grief after experiencing a loss. And a loss doesn't always have to be death. It could be missing your little ones that left home because they're in college, or they got their first job and they left home and you're grieving. It could be the loss of your job. Whatever the loss is, you can learn how to deal with it during this grief support group meeting tomorrow from 1 until 2. That'll be in the classroom. All righty. I do want to mention that JFK Towers is now a Durham Center for Senior Life satellite. They're located at 4900 North Roxborough Road. So they have activities there Monday through Friday. And I think they're going to be adding as they continue. They had like a soft opening last month, and now they're kind of getting in the groove there, and they will be adding special events, which I'll be very happy to tell you about. Oh, they have one today. A Joy of Music, special event today. Boom, boom. There you go. Joy of Music, 12:30. It's a sing-along with Judy Stock. She's bringing her guitar, she's bringing her banjo, and she's bringing some songs. So you can join in. That's today, 12:30. How about that? Okay, they are getting in the groove. I do want to mention also the independent Little River Senior Center, 8305 North Roxborough Road. That's in Bahama in northern Durham County. So if you're a senior, you can go there. You can go to any of these places. They're all free. You don't have to be loyal to any one or two or three. Just you can just go all over the place. They all have their own specialties. The specialty that I consider super special with Little River is that it used to be a school, which means they have access to the gym. The reason I think that's cool is that you can bring your basketball and you can shoot all the hoops you want without being knocked over by the young whippersnappers, so to speak. Also, I guess you can bring your pickleball and your racket. I guess you can practice hitting, against the wall, or tennis ball. I guess you can do that too. So, Little River Senior Center, all three places have lunch programs and they're free. Now, the downtown Senior Center, I think for the most part, their lunch service has all been signed up for. They have a waiting list. But JFK, this is a new program, so maybe you can get in on their lunch program. And as far as Little River is concerned, I think sometimes they have extras. So if you drop in, like for the first time, and they'll probably have a lunch for you. So there you go. All righty. Let's go to the Let's Go page. That's the calendar of events page. All righty. Let's see what's on the docket for the Bull City. Oh, the Elizabeth Street United Methodist Church. They're having their food giveaway. They do this on first Mondays. So today's the day. The food giveaway will be taking part in the parking lot across the street from the church. And that address is 1209 North Elizabeth Street. They start at 2. So it'll be from 2 until 4. Although they say you can stop by between 12:30 and 2 to get a number and then leave and then come back. I don't know if you want to do all that, but I don't see how that works, because if they're lined up, how do you butt the line? I don't know. Anyway, they're giving away food from 2 until 4. So if you need the help, you need the food. Again, I always tell you, don't be embarrassed. When you need help, help is out there. And they're out there helping because they want to help. So there's no reason to turn it down or to feel embarrassed or that it's a sign of weakness. It is not. So, especially if you're taking care of kids and grandkids. So, again, if you need food, head over there. Elizabeth Street United Methodist Church, 1209 North Elizabeth Street, 2 until 4. Oh, also, Parktown Food Hub, they're giving away groceries today, too. Now, sometimes it's by appointment only, and sometimes it's you can just show up. Today is by appointment only. I do have their email address, so you can write to them and let them know that you really need some food. So that's going to be today. They'll be giving away food for 1 hour from 4:30 until 5:30. So send that email as soon as possible, ASAP. High Wire Brewing Durham, which is in Golden Belt at 800 Taylor Street. They're going to have their indoor disc golf putting league. So if you like to play what I call fancy frisbee, that is today from 6 until 10. You bring your own putters. I wonder if they're any different from real frisbee. Oh, Tachi. Oh, thank you. You know what? Maybe they'll call you by... Yeah, because I can't see any other way. Because they'll be in cars, so I can't see a car butting in front of another car. It's just weird. Thanks, Tachi. That's probably it. They probably call them up by number. Because it's a pretty sizable parking lot. Good thinking. Good thinking. I like that. Okay. Oh, so bring your frisbee. I shouldn't say frisbees. They don't call them frisbees. They're your discs, your putting discs. You do pay $6 to join in the fun, but that should be lots of fun. Indoor disc golf. I actually tried that once. The frisbee that I threw ended up in the general area. That's all I'm going to say about that. The Hayti Heritage Center's Heritage Rhythms African Dance class, that is tonight from 6:30 until 8, upstairs in the Chuck Davis Dance Emporium. And Tachi, you're a dancer. I wonder, have you heard of Baba Chuck Davis? I think now my folks in Chicago have heard of him. I don't know how renowned he was. He's deceased now, but um, he's like a really big deal in the African dance area. So anyway, they named at the Hayti Heritage Center, they named the dance studio after Baba Chuck Davis, which is super awesome. So today, that will be from 6:30 until 8 on the corner of Fayetteville and Lakewood. So they start out with the deep breathing and the conditioning, and then they get into the cardio intensive African dance moves. There is a $10 weekly fee, and then after that, you are free to enjoy yourself. Now, there's going to be a very interesting event happening today in the East Duke building. The Duke Partnership for Service and the Duke University Human Rights Center. They're co-hosting a film screening and community conversation on racist roots. That's the name of the documentary. So that's going to be tonight, 6:30 until 8:30. It's going to be in the East Duke building, 1304 Campus Drive, room 204B. So park on Science Drive, where the parking lot is, and there's a parking garage over there as well. So it's a 25-minute documentary. It explores the entanglement among white supremacy, lynching, and North Carolina's death penalty. That sounds really interesting. So the conversation will be led by Noel Nickel from the North Carolina Coalition for Alternatives to the Death Penalty, and Ed Chapman, who is exonerated after spending 14 years on death row for something that he didn't even do. So this is a free event, but they do want you to get a ticket because I think a lot of people are going to want to go to this event. So definitely check on that link, get your free tickets so that you can get in on this very special event. Oh, Tachi has heard of Baba Chuck Davis. Okay. So he's the founder of Dance Africa. Oh, she used to volunteer for Dance Africa DC every year. Oh my God. He was so nice. He was. He would tell me, let's have lunch at Jesus Christ. And the first time he said that, I was like, what? there is was an eatery called JC's on Fayetteville Street, and he just jokingly referred to it as Jesus Christ because of the initials. But anyway, he was so nice. He really was. I miss him. He was a good guy. He used to take people to which African country? I don't think it was Liberia. Wait a minute. Definitely West Africa. Wait. No, wait. The one that has two names, not Guinea-Bissau, another one. West Africa has two names, like hyphenated, but not Guinea-Bissau. But anyway, he used to take people there, and I always wish that I could afford to go, but we don't always have the money to do what we want. So there you go. Also happening tonight, the Crunk Club Durham's weekly Crank Arm Durham Run starts at and returns to the Crank Arm Brewing Company, 620 Fernway Avenue. That's going to be tonight from 6:30 until 10:30. I think the weather will be good for running. So you can choose either to run 3 miles or 5 miles. It all depends on how you're doing. Was it Sierra Leone? No, I need to look at a map of Africa. I don't think I can grab one, Rick. One of those hyphenated. Okay, Sierra Leone. That is two words, but it's right on the coast, I believe. Not like, is it near Liberia? Because I think Liberia is off the coast, isn't it? Near Senegal? I think it's close to Liberia somewhere. If I could see a map, I would be able to tell you. But I just can't think of it right now. I'm sure I'll think of it as soon as the show's over. Okay, now, if you're an adult and you always wanted to learn how to roller skate, but you were always, no, not Senegal, that's only one word. It's a country with two words, and I think it's hyphenated. Oh, it's just on the tip of my tongue. Definitely West Africa for sure. Because he actually traced the banjo from the southern United States to whatever country, which I think might have been Mali in that case, in West Africa. But, I don't know if you're aware, but I was listening to some old Brazilian music. Of course, they had slavery too, the African slave trade. They had banjos too. I guess I shouldn't be shocked. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, let me continue. Burkina Faso. Oh, I wonder if that's it. Is that it? That might be it. I'm not sure. I feel so ignorant right now. It's my dream one day to hop and skip over to Africa real quick. The countries I'm most in now, I think most people that I know that's done research on their family, it's Nigeria and Ghana for the most part. I mean, if they're American, North American, I should say. Um, but I'm also interested in Senegal, Mali, and Kenya, and South Africa, and Cote d'Ivoire, and a few others. I don't know if I'll ever be able to make them all, but anyway, let me continue. Okay. So if you're an adult and you want to learn how to roller skate, but you always felt shy about skating in front of, falling down and the kids laugh at you. Oh, wait. He went to a lot of... So, now it definitely wasn't Cote d'Ivoire. And he did go to a lot of countries. But he would return to the same country every year or every 2 years because he had like a relationship with the people there. And so he would stay at certain places. I mean, it was like his specialty, so to speak. So I wish I could have gone because that would have been so much fun. Anyway, so suppose you want to learn how to skate. You don't want to skate in front of kids and fall down if you're learning because the kids are going to laugh. So here's the thing. Wheels Durham at 715 North Hoover Road, they now offer adult roller skating lessons on Mondays from 7 until 8, which is great. So you can fall down all you want. Admission is $15, but that does include the skate rental, which I think is wonderful. So I've got a link so you can click to get more information and to get your ticket in advance. So just remember that on Mondays, adult roller skating lessons for those who want to learn how to roller skate and they think maybe they're too old. You're not too old. Just get out there and don't be ashamed because I think when you fall in front of adults, they're not going to have the same raucous kind of laughter than teens would. Just saying. Just keeping it real. So at 715 North Hoover Road. It's now owned by the city, in case you didn't know. Speaking of the city, the Durham City Council regular meeting is going to be held tonight from 7 until, well, they say 7 until 10, but I've seen them go as long as midnight, trying to take care of all the business. So you can attend in person by going to the City Council chambers at 101 City Hall Plaza. If you don't want to attend in person, then you can just attend via the city's website, their YouTube channel, X, Facebook, Roku, Apple TV, and all that. So that's going to be again tonight from 7 until 10. If you go to the Legal Ease page of the Durham Skywriter, you can also click and view the agenda to see what they'll be talking about tonight. And that might make you want to go in person. Now, tomorrow morning, the Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division will be holding some rabies vaccination clinics. You do not want your pet to get rabies because once they get rabies, that's pretty much it. Make that phone call, set that appointment, bring in your pet with $10 exact change, and like I said, get that taken care of. They do this on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and there are morning and afternoon slots. Now, if you're older, you might want to check out the East Regional Library's Over 50 crowd, which is on Tuesdays from 10 until 11:30. Free coffee, free tea. Basically, you're hanging out. You're talking about your latest movies, the grandkids, the maybe you're going to go on a cruise this summer. You want to talk about that, or you want to ask people about the new flying rules and TSA and all that sort of thing. Talk about whatever's on your heart. So that's going to be at the East Regional Library. They do this every Tuesday from 10 until 11:30. And sometimes it's like a show and tell. I went once where someone had a big bullet from the ship that was bombed, Pearl Harbor. His uncle was in the Navy and they responded. They were the first responders when they were bombed by the Japanese, Pearl Harbor. And his uncle brought back a giant bullet and gave it to him. I guess he was, let's see. Yeah, obviously he's older than me because I wasn't born yet. Yeah, so I guess he was a kid, probably a kid. Anyway, his uncle gave him this giant bullet, and he showed us all during this over 50 crowd meeting. It was really interesting. I had never seen any artifacts from World War II, nothing like that. So check it out. It's going to be tomorrow. Now, if you need help in the kitchen, your cupboard's bare, refrigerator's a little empty, you need some help. New Visions of Africa restaurant tomorrow. We'll be having a grocery giveaway starting at 12:30. They'll be asking you a couple of questions because it's a federally funded program. They need to know how many people are in your household and how many kids, how many adults. Other than that, just get food. If you have a rollaway card, try to bring that because sometimes Kasib and his crew almost give you too much food to handle. So that's going to be tomorrow at 12:30. If you're on the bus, 5 and the 5K, they're located at 1306 Fayetteville Street, right next door to WD Hill, which also means if you're driving, go ahead and park in the WD Hill parking lot. They don't mind whatsoever. And let me just remind you, this is happening for the first time this year. Bragtown Baptist Church's Children's Clothing Closet giveaway starts tomorrow. And this happens every spring and every fall, where every family that participates can get free clothing once per season. So look into this. Take your child's or children's measurements and have that on hand, have the information on hand, because if you do go down there, like I said, you only go once per spring. You can get several outfits. You can get some seasonal items, new underwear. Hopefully, yeah, gotta be new. Anyway, underwear, new socks, etc. And that will be tomorrow between 4 and 6. I want to let you know now, in case you need to make some plans for that, in case you're sharing the car or working part-time. You know how it is. All righty. I think that's pretty much it. It's time to do the weather. Let me put that down here real quick. And let's do some weather. It is 61, not bad. It was in the 50s just a minute ago. Okay. And see, I was going to say cloudy. The sun always pops out. It's almost as if the sun's listening and says, I will not be thwarted by these clouds. Anyway, supposedly we're having a cloudy afternoon. The temperature right now is 61, and the high for today will be 65. Not bad. Now, it is still just spring, early spring. Now, tomorrow, cloudy and 65 again. The sun will come out for the rest of the week. Excellent. So Wednesday, 59. Thursday, 67. That's better. Friday, 73. Saturday, 80. That's more like it, yes. Sunday, 77. And looking ahead to next week, I can only see up to Wednesday, but it looks like 80s all next week. At least the first half of the week, because it ends on Wednesday. And Wednesday, it says it's going to be 86 next Wednesday. So, yeah, it's spring, and I'm loving it. I am totally loving that. So that is it for today's show. Let me check to see if I'm live this week for the rest of the week. Let's see. Ooh, doctor's appointment tomorrow, but I should be home. Oh, I have a class. Oh, I have a class tomorrow. Wait a minute. Wait. That's Wednesday. Live tomorrow, yes. Wednesday, no, because after I go to the doctor, then I have a journalism, a LinkedIn for journalists class, and that's at noon. And Tachi, I don't know if you knew about that, but yeah, it's free. So anyway, I'll be doing Bull City Hangout. What I'll try to do is either pre-record the show or do the show early. I'll probably end up pre-recording because.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Oh, I think SIRI thinks that I'm speaking to them. That's kind of weird when that happens. And for the rest of the week, though, yes, I will be live. Now, Saturday is that big health event, the Women's Health Conference at Hillside High School, all day Saturday from 8 until 5. So I probably won't be able to do the show at all on Saturday unless I'm clever and I pre-record it on Friday. I should definitely try to do that. All right, very important to look ahead. I think that is it. Oh, yeah. So Tachi, LinkedIn. You know all about LinkedIn because your show's on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn has a LinkedIn for journalists group, and if I'm not mistaken, I think I don't know if it's full yet, but I know you can sign up for these classes. And I think the reason why they want to give these classes to journalists, I think they want us to upgrade to the professional level or whatever. I shouldn't say that because that might not be true. What they do want us to do is to be able to use LinkedIn as journalists. And I don't know how to use LinkedIn as a journalist, to be honest. I have no idea. So that's why I'm going to the class. So if it's not too late to sign up, then definitely sign up. Otherwise, at least get on the list so that you can be invited for future classes. Because I think it's going to be the first class of several monthly classes, if I'm not mistaken. But I do think that they want us journalists to be able to use. I know some people use. Some people are really clever. Use LinkedIn to identify people to approach for jobs. I know people are doing that. And I would think as a journalist, if you knew how, you could use LinkedIn to find people to interview for shows, maybe? I don't know. I'm going to find out Wednesday for sure. I can't wait for the class. I know it's going to be really interesting. Tachi, so it's LinkedIn for journalists. If you're not already, if you have not already joined that group, you might want to go ahead and join that. It's kind of interesting because people literally from around the world, and I do mean around the world because African journalists are there too, asking questions, offering services, connecting, making those connections. People in Eastern Europe are there. I don't think I've seen too many people from Asia, but definitely Africa and Europe, and of course, USA and Canada. So definitely, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. So I think that's it for today's show. I hope you have a beautiful afternoon, and I'll see you tomorrow at noon for Bull City Hangout. Don't forget to check out the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. It's still production week. It's the 6th. So you're still seeing some March items on the Skywriter on the various pages, but very quickly they're being changed over to April. I've spent a lot of time this weekend, with it being a holiday weekend, updating the Skywriter. So I hope you enjoy this month's issue. And with that, all I have to say is ciao for now.